All right. She told you? Oh, I thought you knew who it was. Okay. Did she tell you?
No, I'm just guessing. It is fake.
Oh, it's a baby too.
All right. Are we listening? Okay, congruence in right triangles, hypotenuse leg, or HL theorem is what we're going over today. Yes? I am. Why or am I? I am recording. Remember we put notes online. Has anybody tried looking up video notes yet? Do they work?
Yes.
Yes, cwmath.com.
So, wait, do we have a Google Classroom?
No, cwmath.com. And you look up and the notes are there. All right. Guys. All right. So we're adding hypotenuse leg as a new theorem or postulate we can use. So I'm going to write them down really quick as a list. Hypotenuse leg. Can anybody give me another? I'll give you one. Angle, angle, side. What other three-letter ones do we have? Side. Side angle. Do we have a side angle?
What about side?
Well, I'm going to write that one over here. Side angle, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. I heard another one. What was it?
Side.
Side.
Side angle side.
Side, angle side.
Angle side angle.
Angle side angle. All right. There are 4 of them, now 5 including the hypotenuse leg. Now, we talked about which ones you should know that we don't use. Without saying the word, how do we know that this is not allowed? A bad word. No cussing in math, forwards or backwards. No donkeys or backward donkeys. Got it? All right, what was the other one that was a no-no? AAA. So AAA is not allowed, and no donkeys, forwards or backwards.
Why not AAA?
All right. So, which ones do you have? These 4, now with the 5th one. And that 5th one is the only one that uses 2 letters. What does the HL stand for?
Hypotenuse leg.
Hypotenuse leg. All right. If, and I'm going to leave some space here to fill in the if, but I'm going to draw the picture. Otherwise, when I'm writing the if, it makes no sense. Okay. Because I will be labeling congruent sides, it is important that you label your triangle like mine, PQR, and X, Y, Z. All right. Okay, PQR, X, Y, Z. And we are going to have if triangle PQR, guys. If triangle P.
What are we doing? We're just breathing.
Stop.
Everyone stop breathing. Stop breathing.
If triangle PQR and triangle XYZ, stop.
Stop that nonsense.
All right. If these 2 triangles, PQR and XYZ, are right triangles, and there's more information, so write that down for now. And did I already put the right triangle marking in there?
Yes.
Yes. All right. If the 2 triangles are right triangles, and PR is congruent to XZ, where's PR? PR is congruent to XZ. That has a special name. What does this side of the triangle called?
The base?
This is the what?
Hypotenuse. Oh, hypotenuse.
This is called the hypotenuse. Shh. Guys, can anybody tell me any ways that you recognize a hypotenuse?
It's like the
Is it across from the
Right here.
it'll be the side that
across from the
it's the long side.
The longest side and
across from the right?
good job. It's always the longest side and it's always across from the 90. Okay. You'll need to remember that for today's lesson. All right, second piece of information, and PQ is congruent to XY. So there's another marking we're going to make. PQ and XY. Can anybody tell me where I messed up?
I did another line.
This one needs a double marking. Why a double marking here?
So we have one.
Because I already have one here. If I put just one here, that means that these are all congruent to each other, which is not stated up here in the top. All right. If you have a triangle, two triangles, they're both right triangles, and the hypotenuse is congruent and a leg is congruent, then I hear talking in the back that needs to stop. Then what can be said about the two triangles? They are congruent. Thank you. PQR is congruent to triangle XYZ. All right, and that's what we're using today. So this is the only one that has two letters, and it can only be used in what kind of triangle? A right triangle. A right 90-degree triangle. All right, now, if I was using these letters, do you see that it's side-side angle? Is side-side angle one of the ones we can use? No, the only reason we can use it is because it's what kind of triangle again? A right. So this backwards donkey only works on a right triangle.
So it's side angle.
We don't call it side angle. What do we call it?
Donkey.
No, we don't call it donkey. We call it hypotenuse leg. All right. We're ready? Okay. So examples. Determine whether the triangles are congruent. If not, explain why. All right, so we're drawing this rectangle. I'm going to put angle marking there, angle marking there, and a diagonal across this way. All right, I'm also going to put markings here and here. Okay, now I want you to think about this picture. Did they give you enough information to use hypotenuse leg?
No.
It has to be what kind of triangle?
90.
Are both triangles a right triangle?
Yes.
Okay, it has to be
It has to have
a leg in common. Do they have a, well, this here, is this a congruent leg or a congruent hypotenuse? Do you agree that's a leg and that's a leg?
Yeah.
What am I missing? The hypotenuse. But what can we do? I heard somebody say the reason? Reflexive property. Good. Now I had a kid ask, do we have to write that on the test like every time like I do in notes? No. Why am I writing it here? To help you. So we get it over and over and over. So when test day comes and you're doing your proofs, you know what to write. All right. Reflexive property. All right. So now, is this a yes or a no?
Yeah.
This is a yes, and I'm going to put HL. What does HL stand for? Hypotenuse leg. Okay, number 2. All right, I'm going to put markings here and here. Okay. Do we have enough information, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes?
No.
Why yes?
Because the two bases are and it's opposite.
So you're saying, oh, you're,
Am I off?
no, you're not. But why, okay, who said no? Why is it a no?
The hypotenuse.
The hypotenuse is not congruent. Do you see that? Now, can you look at it and say, oh, it looks congruent?
No, you can't do that.
No, looking congruent and being congruent are not the same thing. And looking congruent is not a mathematical reason. You can't say, well, it looks like it is. All right, so can I say that these two are congruent? No. I would need a marking here in the hypotenuse, which was not given. Now, can anybody explain why this one didn't have the marking either, but we put it?
Because it's a reflexive property.
Because of the, yes, you know, because of the reflexive property. All right. Yes. Thank you for waiting.
What?
All right.
Not HL.
No, because, and we have to explain. What would you guys say?
Because the hypotenuse
I'm going to abbreviate hypotenuse because the hypotenuse
is
not
given.
congruent. All right.
Number 3. Nope, not hypotenuse. It's not HL.
Is this a yes because they gave us the hypotenuse and the
No.
right? Why not? It's not a right triangle. There's no congruent markings. Can you look at it and say it looks like it's a right triangle? No. I promise you, a triangle drawn with a 91-degree angle right here is going to look very much like a right triangle, or 90.5. A 90.5 angle is not a right triangle. All right, so saying they look like right triangles, is that enough? All right, so would you say yes or no here?
No.
No, and explain why. Yes.
Who's your boyfriend? You said your brother. Who's your boyfriend? Hey Bradley. He said I think Skylar. Bradley. I flipped the table. Skylar. Hey, I run all the way to full time. I will slot it.
Yes. Yes, you may. Just sign out, please, and use the pass. All right. So did you guys all write your reason down? All right. No, because what? The triangles are not right triangles, and we cannot assume that they are. Make sense? Okay. Number 4.
Yes, because of reflexive property.
He's saying yes because the reflexive property. Okay, this marking right here, is that a leg or a hypotenuse? Hypotenuse, what about that one there? Hypotenuse, and he's saying they share this leg, so do they have hypotenuse leg? Yes. Any questions? All right. We can continue with examples or we can start homework together.
Homework.
Okay, take out the packet. We're starting it together.
I already understand everything you've ever taught.